Miniature Schnauzers are yappy little fireballs of energy that are either moving nonstop or dead asleep, but rarely anything in between. Miniature Schnauzers are great little dogs full of hell and great family dogs. So we are going to dig up a little Miniature Schnauzer weird on today's episode of 5 Weird Things. Welcome to the channel. Full disclosure, I have 3 Miniature Schnauzers. My fiance loves the breed and she's always had at least 2. Till I moved in, I've never had a dog under 100 pounds. Now what about you? Big dogs, little dogs, got a preference? Let me know down in the comments. All right, let's get into it. First, the things we should all know. The Miniature Schnauzer, smallest of the 3 Schnauzer breeds, is generally healthy, long-lived, and low-shedding companion. Add an outgoing personality, a portable size, and sporty good looks, and you've got an ideal family dog. Stocky, robust little dogs standing 12 to 14 inches tall and 12 to 20 pounds. Everybody got that? Good. Weird thing number 5. Where do Miniature Schnauzers come from? Schnauzers were bred in the late 19th century in Germany by crossing the standard Schnauzer with smaller breeds. They didn't just bring excellent vermin hunting skills to the table, they came equipped with a mustache so classy it would make any hipster jealous. Originally, Miniature Schnauzers were humble farm dogs, keeping barns rodent-free. Little did they know they'd go from chasing rats in the fields to strutting their stuff in dog shows, turning their wiry coats into a fashion statement. Breeders in Germany weren't just looking for a smaller Schnauzer for the fun of it. They wanted a dog that could hunt rats, but was also small enough to cozy up by the fireplace at the end of the day. Efficiency and snuggle ability. Talk about German engineering. The word Schnauzer comes from the German word for snout or muzzle, which makes sense when you see their distinct bearded faces. If they were human, they'd be the type of dogs that would rock a no-shave November all year long. After World War II, American soldiers returning home from Europe brought Miniature Schnauzers back with them, helping them gain popularity in the US. But from war-torn Europe to peaceful American suburbs, these little guys sure knew how to upgrade their living situation. Weird thing number 4. They're hypoallergenic. Miniature Schnauzers are known to be hyperallergenic, meaning that they don't shed as much as other breeds. So if you're tired of your black clothes constantly turning into fur coats, a Schnauzer will be your best friend, and your lint roller's worst nightmare. Personally, dogs that shed a lot, I get sensitive to the dandruff, and it ends up just killing my allergies, so these dogs are perfect. Despite their majestic facial hair, these pups are less likely to trigger allergies. You can pet their beards all day long without sneezing, which means they're perfect for anyone who loves a dog with a hipster look but doesn't want the allergy flare-ups that come with it. Once again, that's me. Miniature Schnauzers are bundles of energy with a hypoallergenic twist. They'll zoom around the house like a tiny tornado, and this is usually where people with allergies it's like just stirring it up all over. But thankfully, they don't leave a cloud of fur and dander in their wake. You'll only need to chase after them, not the fur. Now, since they shed very little, your furniture is safe from becoming a furry mess. So while other dog owners are spending weekends fur-proofing their couches, you can sit back and enjoy the luxury of dog ownership minus the fur explosions. And while their hypoallergenic coats are easy on your nose, Miniature Schnauzers still mean business when it comes to vermin. Rats have to deal with a lot of things, but thankfully allergies aren't one of them, because a Schnauzer is definitely going to bring them trouble. Weird thing number 3. Personality. Miniature Schnauzers are full of energy with a bold, feisty personality. However, they're also incredibly sociable and friendly, always ready to make new human friends. They may act like they're in charge, but really they just want to be in the middle of the action and the treats. Now, these dogs are smart, like really smart. They can learn tricks, commands, and routines very quickly, but their intelligence comes with a touch of stubbornness. Sometimes they'll give you a look that says, "I know what you want, but I'm going to pretend I didn't hear that." Miniature Schnauzers love their people and are affectionate companions, but they're not clingy. We've got one that is, but I'll allow it. Sure, they'll curl up next to you at the couch, but they also have no problem patrolling the house or chasing down imaginary threats on their own. They're independent, but will always be nearby, just in case you need a snuggle. Now, these mustachioed detectives are naturally curious and fearless. Whether it's investigating a new smell or bravely barking at the vacuum cleaner, their inquisitive nature keeps them busy. If something's happening in the world, you can bet they'll be the first to know and bark about it. And miniature schnauzers have a playful spirit, but there's always a method to the madness. Whether they're chasing a ball or pouncing on their favorite toy, they approach it with the focus of a professional athlete. It's like they're secretly competing in the Schnauzer Olympics each and every day. Weird thing number 2. Miniature schnauzers as guard dogs. Despite their small size, miniature schnauzers are convinced they are the ultimate protectors. Whether it's a squirrel outside or a suspicious-looking leaf blowing in the yard, they'll sound the alarm like a 4-legged security system with a high-pitched siren. Now don't be fooled by their size. Miniature schnauzers have a bark that could scare off any intruder, or at least startle them enough to reconsider. It's a bark that says, I may be small, but I have the confidence of a 200-pound rottweiler. Now, miniature schnauzers are excellent watchdogs, but once they bark the intruder into submission, they might switch gears and think, okay, now that you're here, how about some belly rubs? I mean, after all, why let a good guest go to waste? Don't be fooled by their schnoozing. Miniature schnauzers are like furry ninjas. One ear is always up, and they are light sleepers. They're ready to spring into action at the slightest sound. They'll go from 0 to DEFCON 1 in the time it takes a package to hit your doorstep. I have witnessed this many times. While they love protecting the house, they'll often give you a look that says, why didn't you handle that suspicious noise sooner? I can't do everything around here. They might just be the only guard dog, a little bit of attitude on the side. And finally, weird thing number 1, miniature schnauzers and vermin. Now don't let their size fool you. They're called miniature, but actually they're just small. But they were bred to be ferocious vermin hunters. To a rat, they're basically Arnold Schwarzenegger of the dog world, coming at them with laser focus and the speed of a furry missile. Hasta la vista, mousey. Their signature beard isn't just for looking dapper. It was originally bred to be a tool of war, the majestic facial hair that protects them from bites and scratches while they hunt down rats. It's like having armor, but way more fashionable. Now this one is dead accurate. I have seen one of mine corner a rat in the backyard and make the kill. Now here's a picture of him in all his glory, and his mother was not happy that he brought the rat in the house. If your miniature schnauzer catches the faintest whiff of a rodent, it's game on. Or lizards. We live in an area where there's a lot of lizards, and at that point they're in the patio. They'll sniff every corner, check under every rock, investigate every squeak, even if the vermin turns out to be just a dust bunny or a leaf. Either way, they're not leaving an enemy unsqueaked. For centuries, miniature schnauzers earned their keep by guarding food supplies from sneaky vermin. These days, they might not be defending grain silos, but don't be surprised if they station themselves near the kitchen, ready to protect the snacks, or maybe just sample them themselves. When they're in ratter mode, miniature schnauzers will zoom around with unstoppable determination. No rat could ever outpace them, not even Usain Bolt in mouse form. With the agility of a ninja and the enthusiasm of a little kid in a candy store, they make vermin rethink their life choices. Well, that's it for today's furry episode. I hope you liked it. Please like, subscribe, and share the video if you can. I would appreciate it. For those still watching, today's code word is Blackjack. That's the name of my little ratter. Put it down in the comments to let him know that he's doing his job and he's a good boy. Take care. Have a great day.